Hello, Miktlan. How are you? It's so nice to see you.
Thank you, Gloria, for inviting me to this great space. I'm very, very, very glad to see.
Oh, wow. Joy is the most important thing, isn't it? And we want to share the joy that we live here in Belendez-Ramirez. You've been here. Is it okay? You think that we take our audience to a nice place called Belendez-Ramirez?
Yes, of course. It is a great place, so everyone has.
Buenos días, desde Villas Jesús, San Miguel de Allende, recordando esos momentos maravillosos que hemos pasado juntos. Vean qué maravilla, acuérdense de cuando caminábamos aquí juntos. Desde Villas Jesús, les mandamos un gran abrazo a ustedes, nuestros muy queridos huéspedes. Esperamos que siempre estén contentos y felices recordando la propia grandeza. Que Dios los bendiga. Un súper abrazo desde su casa, Villas Jesús.
I love it. And I love having you here too. So, sorry, I don't like to put my glasses on because I like you to see my eyes, but if I don't put them on, I can't see the screen. So let me introduce you to this amazing visionary painter, Toltec writer, and multidisciplinary artist. Tell us about Miktlan. Who is Miktlan?
Well, I am a painter, as you said, and I've been studying the ancient cultures of Mexico 10 years ago. So all this knowledge has changed all my mindset. And I just all these concepts on these cultures have entered in all my paintings.
How did you get to go that way? Why not Van Gogh? Why not, why this way?
Well, when I was younger and I was at school, I really liked Van Gogh. And I study other painters, and it was really nice. But I was seeking something. I was searching for something else. I was seeking, what are we doing here? So I just look for different traditions, and none of them could, I didn't feel them. So when I was presented the Borgia Codex, that it is this document, and later on we'll see the image, I just got hooked on it, and that is because it is like a mold where you can put all your experiences and order in a way that you learn from yourself, not from others. It is all the knowledge within yourself. And I think that is what it is really important.
And that you did not find in other European or other different cultures or rivers of thought. You didn't find that there as much as you did in this Codex.
Yes. As much as I was looking, all the traditions just told me what to do. You have to behave this way. You have to do these things in order to.
Let's have fun. Sorry to interrupt. It's just fun.
Yeah, it's good. we were playing. Yes, in order to be good and to do things right. So these concepts are just very far away from right and good and wrong. It is all what is constructive to you and what can be destructive to your life. So you decide, you learn from all your experiences, and you order them in a way that you define your own life. All things are your responsibility. So I think that is what just hooked me to this knowledge.
Whoa. And tell me, Borgia is an Italian name. How is that linked to our pre-Hispanic Toltec knowledge?
Well, as you know, this was the knowledge was here in Mexico, but after the people burned all our libraries, so this book was a commission to acknowledge people that they found in Oaxaca here in Mexico. So they.
Just one question, sorry. You said people burned our libraries. Do you mean the Spanish conquest of Mexico?
Yes, yeah, I mean that. Yeah.
Okay.
I really don't want to go on bad, good or bad. I think just
no, it's just a fact.
Yeah, it's a fact. Yeah,
it's just
understood.
So the fact that brought someone to commission this, who was that?
Yeah, well, the people that was on charge, they had to teach the new philosophy and the new way of thinking, but they didn't understand how the mindset of these people here in Mexico. So they look for one who had the knowledge at that time. So they found him on Oaxaca, and it was a commission from him to paint or to write, because this is writing, all the culture. So it was finished, but they didn't understand anything was painted on it, and it was sent to Europe. So it ends up with the Borgia family.
So it was sent to Spain, because that was the mother of Mexico then, right?
Yeah.
And then it got somehow to the Borgia family in Italy, which I think their place is in Florence.
Yes.
Right?
Now this, I think it is on the Vaticano.
Vatican. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so very interesting. Yes. And so you call yourself a writer, but the way you write is in this way, in painting, is that correct?
Yes. This way of writing, it is very interesting because it is based on the human mechanics. So if you know how you move, you know how to write this. So, for example, there's a man that it is walking. So as he is given the step, he is directing himself to a place. So if you put a concept on that foot, so you're telling something, you're directing to that concept. Here I can show you some image.
Yes.
That it is represented by that. So this man is walking, and this is his direction. That is the jaguar. So the jaguar means the unknown, the night. And when you turn off your light, that it is your thoughts, your rational process, you turn it off to see the night and to see others people bright, and how they act and how they think. It is to learn from others. So that's why it is unknown.
It is so interesting. I mean, really, really, really interesting. We have here one of your, let's say, writings.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about this one?
Well, this is an image I did after 4 years of studying this system. So I tried to put all the basics to start learning, to start writing and reading. So here it is an image with 4 systems here. With 4 systems that explain the syntaxes and semantics of all this writing system. So for me, it was a very, very important piece of accomplished, because It defines my work, and defines, I think, that encourage people to learn our roots.
Your roots. So that goes now to, you focus your work in this self-knowledge. Tell us more. How can you, I mean, when I see this, Miktlan, I just say, wow, what is this? This is a lot of information. I love the colors. I love what it seems to tell me, but I don't know. And now you're calling this self-knowledge. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, I think that all this, as I told you, it was developed by observing nature and your own nature, because we are not a part of it. We are within it. We are walking with it. We are living with it. We are our own nature. So as we know all things, and we respect nature, we learn from it. We are knowing ourselves. So all this process we are calling life, it is a self-knowledge. Yes. So I think that that's it.
Self-knowledge. We have Yvette. Hello, good morning, Yvette. She's in the US, a good friend of mine. She's also into the study of we're together studying the cosmovision of the Mayas. So good morning, Yvette. Thanks for being here. And learning from this amazing person. We hope to have you soon over here. And we have also Melinda McCarby. Awesome, right? Where are you, Melinda? Let us know, please. It's amazing to see also Alejandra Castro here in Mexico. It's really lovely. And we also have Muff checking out on YouTube. Very good. Everybody, good morning. And yes, I agree with you. This is very interesting. And let's go back to our friend here, because we don't have that much time this time. Let's continue then. Mick, you say you create these models of representation of reality through observing nature and the universe and its development systems. Can you tell us a little bit more? What does a model of representation of reality mean to you? And what are the development systems of the universe?
Well, I think that everything has a system to develop itself. I think the most accurate example, it is a seed. When you have a seed, you have all the information to create a tree, but you don't have all the variables that could happen to that plant or tree. Imagine that it is growing, but you cut some branch, or you cut all the trunk. So the seed doesn't have this information that it will happen. So, but it continues growing in a harmonic way. I think we humans are the same way. We have all these seed within us, that it is creativity, and it is to learn and to structure things. So we are infinite. And I think that observing nature, it is it is the teacher. It is the best teacher we can have, and we can represent it in all things we do, and art, or how we behave with others, and everything we do, that is a model of representation of reality.
Now, you said something very, very interesting, and I feel that our audience will agree. You are comparing this to a seed, and the seed that will become an oak seed will become an oak tree. So we plant it, and in the future, things like cutting the branches or cutting the trunk might happen to that seed.
Yes.
But that seed just continues no matter what.
Yes.
Where it is, it continues growing. Then the seed stops being a seed. I wonder, sometimes I feel does it hurt to stop being a seed? Because you have to, sort of pop open. The seed is no more a seed.
Yes.
I wonder if it hurts, to be completely something different. But that something different is a rooted little thing that brings that little tiny seed into a huge tree. So now, development system, I think you are mentioning, is how this ripping apart from a seed, the seed is giving its life to life, because it's no more a seed to become a seedling.
Yes.
The seedling will no more be a seedling. It will be a bush.
Yes.
And then it won't be a bush anymore. It will be a tree. And then the climax is the fruits that plop down, more seeds, more oak trees.
Yes. Yeah, I think that that's a thing. All this system, it is the development of yourself to create flowers, and all the flowers are your actions, what you give to others, what you say to others, what you do with your hands, and what you create. So that's what that's blooming, and what the other receive, it is a seed. It is inspiration to create more, to be more open, and to be I think to continue learning. And I think that's the thing.
I'm feeling I'm feeling this continued creativity coming and blowing, and God, so we are human flowers when we, as you said, I'm taking notes, sorry, Miktlan. When we say, give, or do in actions, we are the human flowers. Yeah. And the receivers are receiving the seeds in form of inspiration, and then they will plant whatever. But it is their planting. You're not going to plant for anyone. So whoever is willing to be in that form of, yes, which at the end is joy.
Yes, because I think that our happiness, it is our responsibility. There's no one that could teach you how to be happy. You have to want. You have to want it. You have to desire to be happy.
I don't know. I think that's where the problem would be. If I want or desire to be happy, I'm going to be stuck in the wanting. Why not just be the seed? I'm giving my life up. I'll become a seedling. Then seedling. Now I'm giving my life up. I'm becoming a bush. So they're not wanting. They're just doing.
Yes. There is being this. Yes.
It is just being, right? I am, sorry, I'm going to mention this, but we have just decided as we were doing this pre-interview to make sure everything works, because this is only the episode 2 and technology sometimes does tricks. We are actually having here at Belendez-Ramirez a corner, like a magical entrance into the world of the pre-Hispanic world of become a human bloom. Just do, say, and give from your heart. Then you will not need to want to be happy. You are happiness itself.
Yes.
Right?
That's our nature. That's our nature.
So I now understand more that you say you have found your way into the wisdom of pre-Hispanic cultures. Finding your way, I mean, I'm already trembling. I don't know about you, audience, but I am just, in an orgasmic, spiritual orgasm, imagining all these times where in the past, our libraries were burnt because the people thought this was the good thing to do. So this is where we had the judging. This is why now we're back into non-judgment, no criticism, just enjoy. Yes. So this is what you're saying, right?
Yes. There's nothing like living the present and going forward and feeling good. And yes, it is, yes, taking responsibility of your life.
Now, you know what? In these days where we're globally sort of like put a foot on top of us, which is great because now you have the ability to adapt yourself to new things, which is creating in constant motion. I mean, if the foot is coming onto me, well, of course, I can just stay there with the fear and it crashed me. And it's good also because I will give my life to Mother Earth if my body just crashes. Or I say, oh, there's a foot there. Let's see if we can paint it. And no, it's coming closer. Let's move. And then you go with, but in the clarity that that's not wrong or right. It's just the foot coming. So how are you going to breathe through it without bringing the world responsibility? Why? As a kid, I grew up with a lot of responsibilities. The number one was to make my parents happy. And I could never manage. That's why I grew up as a kid that was weak. I thought I was nobody. I could not find the connection or the meaning of my life. Although I saw parents that were so in love with them, that helped. Another thing that helped a lot was my mother's cooking. Oh, and when she would say, I made for you this. So if she made it for me, then that day I existed. Otherwise, I could never do things right enough. It was always like that. I felt like the toothpaste, give me more, and I could never give enough. So I fell ill because of my not being, the thoughts of mine where, oh, this is going to get me, they're going to get me, and then you fall ill. That's the way it is. So I really like that I experienced that because now I made the connection through observing nature that I'm a divine being just like you, just like that scorpion that's there since yesterday. Hello, good morning. I mean, we might not like it, but that doesn't mean it's not divine. Yes. And if I don't like it, it's because I'm allowing myself to judge. But I can tell myself, this doesn't feel right to me, but let me just go into Google and find out why scorpions have the ability, to pick on their prey to eat through their tails and not through teeth, for example. Like you said, wanting to know. Self-knowledge, you said. Self-knowledge, this is self-knowledge.
Yes.
Like observing it, and why should I be upset about it? Oh, because it can kill you. I'm going to die anyway. So when it will happen. The day I signed my death. So why not say, okay, the death thing is over. It's going to happen when it happens. So let me find out about these little creatures. And they are my friends now. At the beginning, I didn't like them because when we started building here, they started coming out of Mother Earth, right? And I was like, sorry, we interrupted your lives. But still, I would crash them. Now I don't crash them and they do nothing. You just leave them there. They'll go when they will go. Because if I kill that one, what about the 1,000 that are in the creeps, in the creases of the construction? So I really like the fact that you're speaking about this wisdom of the pre-Hispanic cultures, which is based in appreciation.
Yes.
Listen. And what else?
Well, this I think it is observing nature, how it develops, and how you can guide it within yourself. I think that's the important thing. I think that maybe that scorpion could harm you, but you really need to understand how they behave in order to live with them in harmony. That's our thing.
That's to live with them in harmony. We have an interesting message from Melinda. Excited as I think I have a similar codex. Please tell us about your similar codex, Melinda, as we keep on, because it's very interesting. And Yvette is saying, the artist is amazing. I think I'm in love. Yvette loves you. Yvette, imagine I can have the honor of having Miktlan here with us. We sometimes have breakfast together. We have done amazing things with children or even with my own team here. The other day we had this amazing experience at our temple here, remember? And Miktlan was playing the drums and his wife was dancing or giving us, all our staff, this knowledge of how to admire and appreciate and know your body. You know, like you were saying, I need to understand what this scorpion is doing. So it was very interesting to feel that. Yeah. So yes, let's see. Codex Siwakot. Do you know it?
Well, there are a lot of codex here in Mexico. Well, that were drawn or written here. I know most of them. Yes.
That's going to be very interesting to know. Okay, so let's go back to what you're saying, that you decipher and reinterpret the Toltec ideographic writing system.
Yes. Well,
that's years and years of stuff. How do you do that?
well, I think it is just being an observer and to trying to develop everything within yourself. This writing system, it is with images and drawings. As you draw, you have, well, I developed this technique where I had this dialogue within myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I just try to slow it down and to listen it very carefully as I draw. So every line could be a thought. If the thoughts are clean and fluid, they become a really nice drawing. If my thoughts are like angry thoughts and I don't know, depression and things like that, they become a very ugly trace. So this way of drawing helped me to start drawing these concepts. And as you draw, you are directing your own dialogue, and this dialogue just structure itself as a concept. So you start getting all the information within yourself, within your own experiences, ordered in a certain manner that are based obviously on these concepts. So all these knowledge comes within yourself when you experience more profoundly reality. So you can start reading more. You start making more profound readings. So all these things, it's about experimentation.
Wow.
Order your life.
I have a question. Self-dialogue.
Yes.
Self-dialogue. When you are experiencing a world that is so fast and distracted in things that maybe make you scared to speak to yourself and maybe not even know who you are, can you tell us, please, how you got into this awareness of the importance of self-dialogue? And when you say self-dialogue, can you tell us who is that self in you?
Okay. Okay, that is very, very, very interesting because we have a lot of things going on our culture. And with technology, we are directing that focus to all the news, what's happening in the world, and sometimes you don't have time to just calm down and get everything in silence and just hearing your own voice. And I think that is the main thing, to have a space where you can have this dialogue with how am I feeling? What is this feeling that I have in my leg, my fingers? How do I feel today? I think that is the most important thing, and I think that it is that we must have this time to focus on ourselves. And
Okay. You mentioned we have no time to stay in silence. We have no time. Can you please define what is time?
well, I think it is when where we are directing our thoughts.
Mhm.
If we direct our thoughts to all news and what's happening outside, that is time consuming. It is just the line that you're drawing with your own focus. I think that's time. And we have to direct that side within us.
Thank you for giving us this this meaning of time, because I think it's very useful to understand that time is something created by humankind. I have this watch that my husband gave me, but if you ask, and I wear it because I love him dearly, but if you ask me what time it is, I will tell you it's now. It's just now. So now you're telling us the time is where you direct your thoughts. So I have no time to have self-dialogue. What does that mean when I say I have no time?
Well, I think that that is to be distracted by technology, by things that are happening outside. I think that is happening now to most of people. We are receiving messages all the time, what's happening here, and suffering and all these things. So we are like, everything is wrong in the world, what is happening now? I have to, you see. And when you start just cutting that and focus your attention within yourself, you see that everything is perfect, and everything, it is on its own time, in its own moment. That everything is happening how you need to hear it, and what you need to do in the moment. Everything is the present. What you do.
It's like the seed.
Yes.
When it ripples off and becomes a seedling, it's perfect. Although it could be a tragedy. I'm not anymore a seed. And then the seedling starts being a seedling. No, it will just go on and being a bush.
Yes.
And so on. So this is really nice for me. I think it opens a little bit of a door to action. Okay, I have no time. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. That means I'm distracted. I'm distracted. I have no time. If I say I have no time, beware. You are distracted.
Yes. Yes. I think that the tree doesn't, it is not telling, hey, they are going to cut me. He's not worried about it. He's living. And if it is cut, a branch or the trunk, it just continue growing.
On the way it is.
Yes.
Yes. So, and if it's going to grow, giving its life to other living beings in the soil, so be it.
Yes.
Very interesting. I really like this. I think we could write a book called I Have No Time. It's so absurd. It's so absurd because it's your time. It's your life. It's your everything.
Sounds like a great idea.
Now you say that your paintings contain a philosophical discourse represented by specific concepts. Yes. I mean, I can't imagine the amount of concepts that are there. How do you manage to handle all this wealth? I know that we are unlimited. Yes. However, because we have been so much distracted, like when I was a kid, I mean, I was as limited as zero, But now we know, when we observe nature, the real truth. How can we tell our audience, because this is back to joy, when you can, how is it possible, like someone like Miktlan can be so focused and decipher so many meanings in so many things, because this codex is quite I don't know, it must have taken years for you to understand it properly and to write their language. Can you tell, please?
Well, I think that that going into this was just I had to. I was a programmer before, you know.
You were a programmer?
I used to do programming. So I was on an office, and it was like you have to finish this, and you have to continue working on at your home. And at 3 a.m. they called me like, "Have you finished? Are you still working?" And I said, "This is not what I want to live." I wasn't happy, and my daughter just had just burned. Uh,
Burn?
born.
She was just born.
She was
Okay.
she was born. Yes.
Mhm.
No.
Mhm.
Born. No. And and I said I had to decide if I want to be that person, angry, and I don't know, with no time. I have no time, and or I wanted to be something different and more harmonic. So this knowledge just put me into it. It guided my sight within myself, and it was just great because I feel joyful as I did it. So that's why I spend a lot of time reading this and working on it because I enjoy it. I was happy to do it. I was feeling that I was doing something important for myself, for transforming my life, transforming myself and my reality. And that's how I started doing this. So
You know,
now it's been 10 years.
your words, your feelings is just really filling up my heart. I hope the audience is also feeling it. You know, the admiration I have for someone who can leave a job that gives financial freedom and just tell us how we tell our people today. Half of the world has no jobs, including us here at Belendez-Ramirez. We have almost no jobs. I mean, my people are here, but we don't have income yet. Doesn't matter. We have a different kind of income, which is the income of rethink and know that even if the foot is coming, you can become even more creative. So I'm so enjoying it. I know everything is perfect. But how does a father that really doesn't like the job he's in have the ability to hear that ding dong, you're distracted, ding dong, you're distracted, and then come back to, I want to feel good. What makes me feel good? And then you bring it, and then you act upon it. How do you do this? How did you do this? How many years ago was this?
This was like when I decided. I think it was like 8 years ago. I decided to just finish working on an office, and it was a long process. You know, it was not as an easy thing because it was easy because I was happy, but it presented a lot of challenges. But I was ready to deal with that. So now that I am living a completely different reality. I live with from the paintings I do, from this knowledge I learn, and I share with others. So I think feeling following your own emotions and how you this is in the concepts. It is the lizard that it is intuition. Following your intuition is very important, and believe in yourself, of course. That is the main thing. When you believe, that you will do everything in the right way, and you action, you do things in that way. So the best thing, the best way you can do them, I think that's it, that's the thing, to believe in yourself and doing things the best you can,
The best you can.
and everything just fall in place.
Into place.
Yes.
We have Melinda McCarthy saying, thank you. A perfect thought to take into my day as I am about to paint. So what would you tell Melinda?
Flow. To flow. To flow. You see, painting, it is a very nice way of going into yourself. As you see some figure and you have to flow with it. You have to flow with what you have, and how you can make that that image in a very beautiful way.
I have one thing that just came to me. I've heard many times when I was a kid, and I wonder if you have heard it. And Melinda, I wonder if you have heard it. But art will not bring you money. You will die of hunger. What do you say to that?
Well, I was filled with my head was filled with that speech when I wanted to be a painter. What? Yeah, but what will you do? Well, I will paint. Yes, but what will you do? So it was a very difficult thing to take out. But now I'm just figuring out that you can live and you can live well with making paintings. I tell you the why, because art, it is so needed for humanity. We need to channel our emotions, and art, it is that channel. It is the way we can express joy, and we can share these emotions to create new things. So when you see a really nice painting and you feel joy just by seeing it, it becomes important to other people, so they want to buy it. Maybe they don't buy the original, but they can buy a copy, and you can sell a lot of copies. Or you can share your knowledge. You can share how you paint and teach others how to paint, and so they can deal with their emotions more easily. So there are a lot of things that you can do. You can work making cartoons and like telling stories with your drawings. And well, there's a lot of it is just your imagination that.
I have a question.
Yes.
How do you actually make it happen? And this is the last question, because I know you have a course to give, right?
Yes, I'm just preparing my set.
Nice.
Yes, because here, you see,
Nice.
I'm just about to give a class, an art class.
Nice. So before that, I have 4 questions. One is going to be the 3 tools that you're going to leave us. And this one, because I think it's very important to whoever wants to become an artist, or we all are already artists.
Yes.
How do you manage to splash onto your work the happiness that the buyer will feel? I mean, I think here the real thing is, whatever art it is, it can be clothing, it can be whatever you're going to sell. You need to splash it with this joy that made you create it. How do you do that? Because that is going to make it happen. People are going to want to have it. And if you do separate the fact that you're also creating jobs, when you pay your milk, you're creating a job. So it's perfectly fine for you to sell your art.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
Tell us, how does this happen?
Well, I think it goes with the 3 points to share that I want to share. And the first one, it is to share knowledge, share what you've learned in life, and feel that you have a resonance and you can help others to find their own way to be happy. It is not make them happy, but you can share your tools like you're doing, so you can feel useful to others. I think that's very, very important, to feel that all you've lived, it has an importance.
Okay,
So
so that means whatever you know, whatever is you're in your bank of knowledge. I mean, let's put it this way: whatever you're aware of knowledge you have, because it's unlimited. I find it that the more we live, the more we know how much knowledge there is in us, because it's right inside us. We just need to stay mindful, and boop, 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 it starts coming out. It starts coming out all on its own in a very fun way. Right? Do you agree?
yes.
So when you say that to have a resonance to help others find their way, because you're not going to find it for them, how do you feed this? How do you feed this? The title would be knowledge sharing. This knowledge sharing, how is it going to be? And we're going to see it in your courses. That so that the person doesn't feel, oh, I have to do homework. I'm already like this.
Yeah, yeah. I think that is the main thing. Fun in class, it is everything. If you're not having fun while you're learning something, why are you doing that? So, yeah. So school must be fun. School must be games. And in this system, that concept, it is the monkey here. It is the monkey to play, to have role plays, to imitate your teachers. So your teachers have to be happy, no, in order and the student to be happy to do that. So yeah, have fun while teaching and learning. Fun,
I'm
fun.
loving
Yes.
What would be the second tool?
Well, the second tool, it is this. It is linked. You see, music and art. Music. I just before I start painting, I put on music, and I start painting while dancing. So if I am painting this, I am dancing. I like yeah. It is all about rhythm.
Rhythm.
It's about rhythm. Painting is about rhythm. If you have good rhythm, you have a good art.
Okay. Painting is about rhythm.
And yes, that is the second thing. That it is dancing, enjoy what you do. So if you're working and you maybe you're not a painter, but you're I don't know, a chemist. But if you do it with joy, you will go farther.
Okay, now we have a question from Rob Dalrico. Everything around us is art, a dream that someone expressed through art. How would the lockdown would have been without art? Yeah, it's what you were saying when it's most needed. Thank you, Rob Dal, for your comment.
Rob Dal, yes. everything is art around us, because it is an structure. All the reality is a structure that it is creative and it is just infinite. So this lockdown doesn't change anything. You see, it is just your sight and your how you see things, but it is the same. It hasn't changed anything. It is just an idea to be locked down. You're free. We are free, but it is just an idea to
Ah,
change that.
I love this. I have to dance now. Exactly. It's just an
We can
idea.
continue creating things. It is just our creativity, how we manage with these things.
Yes.
As you
So,
say, it is coming in the book, but you decide how you take that
yeah.
and how you deal with it and how you make it work for you and for everyone. We have to go very, 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 very fast.
Continuous learning from others and growing. That was your third one. Continuous learning from others and growing together.
Yes, I think that completes the cycle. When you share your knowledge and you have fun, that's okay. But when you learn from others, you make the joy in a cooperative way, because you learn, you feel way better because you learn something new, but also you make someone else feel useful and happy because he's teaching you something that he's learned in
I
life.
love what you just said. You give permission to the teacher to be there with your humbleness to receive, which brings us back to please also receive, because there's a lot of givers out there that don't like to receive. And if you don't receive, the giver can't give. Okay, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give me this way. But if I don't receive it, this one is going to stay sad. So let's receive. I really love what you have been saying, and I know that you need to go now. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing here in town in San Miguel de Allende so we can help the word go through?
Yes, we are giving art classes to young ones, and we plan to give classes to adults too, to manage this lockdown and to know that we are creative beings and we can be free even with all this idea and situation. So this is called Guerreros Creativos. In English is creative warriors. So this is a project for all people to have access to these creative things and share. We are sharing through fun, through something that is joyful, and yes, we are teaching, but obviously it is not a class like, oh, I will teach you. No, it's hello kids, we're going to play something, and let's take our scissors and everything. You see, it is we do it through music and everything. So this project, it is a very, very, very nourishing ourselves and obviously the little kids. And we're looking for teachers that have the same vision, because we want to make it bigger in order to make a more harmonic society, and and a more, how could you say, harmonic environment in our homes. So we are teaching how to understand our feelings and our emotions and how our mind works.
So important to. I'm just writing down where they can find you. Miktlan Kouatl.
Miktlan Kouatl, yes.
This is in Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it here. Let me put it here. And then Facebook.
Igual, the same. Igual, the same. Miktlan Kouatl. You can find me very easily with my name in all the way.
Is there an email address we can share?
What?
Do you have an email address we can share?
Yes, I will write it down. It is Joel Miktlan at Gmail. Okay, let's see. It goes. It is like working on. Let's see. If not, on the post, you can share it.
Let me share it now. Here, put it here. Yes, here we go.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Gloria, for this space. It is very important for us to share all we can to humanity can pass through these days. So thank you, Gloria.
And after 1 is 2, after 2 is 3, after 3 is 4, after 4 is 5, after 5 is 6. Take it easy, one day step at a time. And I would like to conclude with a little song I always like. Here, where am I? Hiding. You decide to be happy and stay happy, no matter what. Stay happy. Just decide to be happy and stay happy no matter what. And we're going to say goodbye to you by again bringing you to Villa Sishu. I'll see you, and I know you will enjoy your class. And you, sweetest audience, see you next Thursday, same time. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Buenos días, desde Villas Jesús, San Miguel de Allende, recordando esos momentos maravillosos que hemos pasado juntos. Vean qué maravilla, acuérdense de cuando caminábamos aquí juntos. Desde Villas Jesús, les mandamos un gran abrazo a ustedes, nuestros muy queridos huéspedes. Esperamos que siempre estén contentos y felices recordando la propia grandeza. Que Dios les bendiga. Un súper abrazo desde su casa, Villas Jesús.